Welcome to my full review of the Soundcore x600. Have we found a gem in the audio market, or have we found yet another speaker that doesn't quite live up to the reputation? Let's find out in my full review. Are we now entering that new golden age of audio where we can pick up something that sounds truly special on a budget that doesn't break the bank, or do we still need to shell out money on those fantastic higher end luxury brands that still promise us the earth and sometimes don't deliver? Let's find out how this speaker compares in my full review. So with the design of the speaker, you're going to see a lot of b-roll shots in this video, but we do need to talk about it. Now normally when you buy these speakers below £200, you're left with a flimsy plastic build that doesn't quite feel as premium as you'd like. However, on this speaker, I do have little to complain about. It is made out of aluminium, plastic and some sort of rubber feeling matting, and overall I would say the quality is fantastic and it feels really sturdy and really well put together, but that's not to say it's perfect. I do find that the actual quality of the metal and the quality of the materials that are used, although they're nice materials, it just kind of seems a bit subpar. You can see in some of my b-roll shots there's a sort of slight dent on the back of the speaker, and that's how it came out of the box, and obviously that doesn't give you great satisfaction when it comes to durability. But I am being extremely picky here, and I do have to remember that the speaker does cost about £200 or under, depending on when and where you purchase it from. You get a really nice tactile feeling buttons that also illuminate, so when you're in those darker conditions you can still see exactly what those buttons do. So that is a really nice feature and I really do like it. It does kind of give me old early 2000s stereo vibes with that big grab handle that runs over the top, and it feels cold to touch when you want it to, and it feels really durable when you need it to. So I really do like the feeling of that handle and that flexibility that it gives you when carrying the speaker. And of course it does come in 3 colours: blue, silver and green, but why wouldn't you go for the green? Speaker charges with USB Type-C. I found the battery life to be fantastic, around 25 to 30 hours, with sort of mid volume to high volume levels. So I found that fantastic for those trips you take the speaker on. Pairing with an Android device is also extremely smooth. I've had no issues. The only thing I really don't like, and I know this is a bit of a nitpick here, but I really don't like the startup animation noise, or when you turn it off, all that sound effects you get. Please just turn the speaker on and turn it off with a small beep. I don't need a massive sound sequence every time I turn it on and turn it off. It does get annoying after a while. So how does this speaker sound? Well, let's break this down into a bit more detail so you get a real idea of what it is you're buying, and a real unbiased, unsponsored and honest opinion. So let's first of all talk about the volume of the speaker. Now the speaker does get extremely loud. I'm not going to give you any specs or anything like that, because if you want those you can search them up. But yeah, the speaker does get extremely loud. After about 3/4 of the volume level you really do start to lose those details. So bass certainly drops off. It's still there and it's still noticeable, but it definitely drops off. The real issue here I have with the speaker, and even when you dial down the EQ, is that they really do and try and give the speaker, a multimedia listening experience, and I do find that the treble, naturally toned into the equalized into this, even though you can change it in the app, which I'll show you later. I do find that the speakers can't cope with the amount of treble that we're getting, and what happens is on those sort of 3/4 volume levels you are getting a slight rattle and a slight distortion that I don't expect on a premium Bluetooth speaker. The speaker does have a good amount of bass. It has a clear, distinguishable subwoofer that does allow it to have a slightly clear and crisp bass. It's not super deep bass, but it is very clean bass, and overall it does impress me with a speaker of this size. Again, the mid-range here and the highs, do under-deliver in my opinion. There's too much treble and it just creates an uneven, unbalanced sound, no matter how much you equalize this out. I will share my personal recommended EQ. With the Huawei Soundjoy, no matter what volume level you get those extremely pronounced highs. You really feel that immersive experience and you feel like you're there listening to it live. Where with this, it just doesn't quite have that. There's not a clear distinction between the mids and the highs, and I do find that slightly disappointing. Obviously you do have the ability with these to pair the two together using the Soundcore app. However, I've only got one of these speakers, so I can't give you any feedback. on that feature and how well it works. I'll do my best to showcase the app to you and explain and show you some of the features so you get a real idea of the complete experience when purchasing this speaker. So when loading the Soundcore app, you can see any devices you've got connected to your account, as well as showing the ones that are connected to your device. You can see here you've got many settings here in a really clear and logical layout, as well as showing you all the advanced features. There is a worthy option buried away here, and it is to change the audio setup from current DAC to the LDAC support, because this does make a big difference in those streaming apps. There's also numerous updates for the speaker as well, and to be honest with you, I'm not too sure what these are for because I haven't really noticed any difference. So out of the box you get presets for sound EQs, but here at the end is my preference, so let me know what you think in the comments below. It's been a while since I've posted, but I really wanted to test these products out before reviewing them for you. So I hope you liked the video. Please like, comment and subscribe. So of course, no brand or organisation has copyright or any early access to this video, so they are seeing it alongside at the same time as you.